Hello, Facebook family and friends. I want to give you an update on what's happening with me medically because it's rather serious, but there's some good, hopeful news to share with you as well. Back in October of 2017, I was applying for a life insurance policy, and they give you a physical when you do the life insurance policy, and it's just a basic physical. And I failed the EKG part, where they attach all the stuff to your chest. And so my insurance company suggested that I go see my doctor and get another test done, which I did, and that one came back irregular too. So he said, I think you should go see a cardiologist and let's see if there's something going on with your heart. So they did some scans to get me ready for the cardiology report, and the initial scan looked a little suspicious, but my cardiologist was very confident that it was going to be okay. So I did a stress test, on the treadmill. And then I also did an echocardiogram, which is great, where they take pictures of your heart from the outside. So they it's like an ultrasound for your heart. So a little camera here and then one up here, and it's really very interesting. Upon that result, my cardiologist told me back on January the 19th that I have a thoracic aneurysm and an aortic valve that is deteriorating. And I'm not a doctor, so I had to spend a lot of time talking to people who are to find out what exactly that means. Basically, this is the real simple medical part of it. The aorta is where the blood goes through your heart, and it goes back up through a valve and back into your body. And when everything's working perfectly, that flows every time it pumps, and everything's happy. In my case, I have an aortic valve that is not regular. The regular aortic valve kind of looks like a Mercedes-Benz hood ornament, kind of like the little thing down with those guys out like that. And it opens up perfectly and the blood goes through and everything's fine. In my case, I have what's called a bicuspid valve, so it's just a cut straight across, and it has a lot more work in store for it to get the blood pumping through. Over the past 56 years, since your heart has to work twice as hard to get the blood out, mine's just literally wearing out. And so it's a condition referred to as aortic stenosis. And there's only one solution for it, and that is open heart surgery. So on March the 12th, Monday morning, I'll be having open heart surgery at Hoag Hospital in Newport Beach. They're going to replace the valve, and they're also going to repair the aneurysm, the ascending thoracic aneurysm that's right near where the valve is. So either one of those would require open heart surgery. I'm going to have both of them repaired at the same time. So first and foremost, I wanted to share that with you because I just want to thank those who've been praying for me and encourage you to continue to pray for me and my family as I'm going through this rather challenging time. It's a little ominous, but we serve a good God, and I have absolute confidence in the surgeons and the medical staff that are going to be working on my chest. Secondly, I want to thank everybody at Crawford Broadcasting, at Fox Broadcasting, at Lutheran Church of the Cross, Homeward, Dr. Dobson's Family Talk, all the places that I'm privileged to serve, for being so very, very supportive of what's going to happen and the healing process that's will happen as well. I'm going to be taking an intermission from the broadcasting world for probably about a month or so to kind of heal up and come back better than ever. At least that's what I'm told anyway, so I'm looking forward to that. I have to admit, this has been a real emotional roller coaster, and I couldn't make it through without faith. I mean, God is so good and has brought so many wonderful people into my path, and I'm so grateful for you for watching this thing. I want to encourage you to do a couple things. Steve Dominguez is our social media guy here at Cape Right in the Bottom Line, and he's always telling you, remember to like and share things. So first and foremost, here's what I want you to do. As you watch the end of this video, you can like it if you want to, so it'll get posted to your social media, but then share it with people and let them know how important heart health really is. I mean, for women, heart issues are the #1 killer. And something like this only came up because I was getting a routine physical. If you haven't had your heart checked recently, I encourage you to do so. My condition, the bicuspid aortic valve, only 10% of the population actually has it. And unfortunately, a lot of people don't discover they have it until it's too late. But it's of all the pieces of the body that have to work well together, if the aortic valve is closing and it's not opening properly, the blood doesn't go through, you know what happens. You don't have to be a doctor to figure out what happens when the blood flow stops at a certain place. So get your heart checked. I know my kids are doing so, and I would encourage you to do so too. Share this video with other people too, and let them know. I'm going to be keeping a video blog of all of the events in the next couple weeks leading up to surgery, and then my recovery afterwards, just to kind of give you an update on what's happening, because it really is fascinating to watch. I've been watching some of the other testimonies with other people, and it's been very, very inspiring to see those who have gone before me in the open heart surgery world. If that's your story, please send me a message and let me know how it went for you, because we're now part of this family of people who've had our hearts repaired. But finally, I want to share just something from my heart to yours with regard to the condition of our physical hearts and the condition of our spiritual heart. I am very, very acutely aware now, obviously, of how sensitive life is, how precious life is, and what it means to have a heart that is that's healed and repaired. And as I look at my heart in decay and realize that physically there's going to come a point where ultimately all of us are going to have an expiration date. But on the spiritual level, I see this new valve coming in and realize that God didn't give me just a new valve for my aorta, but when it comes to my spiritual life, He's given me a whole new heart. He's given me His heart. And you can have that new heart too, not only because you want it, but because you need it. And I encourage you to seek Him as He seeks you, and respond to that call where He says, look, let me take your damaged heart and give you a new one that's going to last forever. The valve will help me, the valve replacement will help me here in this life for as many more years as God gives me. But the new spiritual heart that He's given me is going to last for all eternity. And I can't wait to thank Him for that face to face. So thanks for watching this. God bless you. Like this and share this if you would. Get your heart checked, and I'll give you updates on how things are going in my journey as the days progress.